What's up, everybody? It's me, E-Man from E-Man's Movie Reviews. I think it's pretty fair to say that practically every single person who saw Infinity War and Endgame were hoping for some type of rematch between Thanos and the Hulk. Unfortunately, we got nothing close to that, and I don't know about you, but I found it to be incredibly disappointing. Well, the writers for Endgame have finally addressed the real reason why Hulk never got his rematch. I'll cover that reason and break it down coming up next. Please stay tuned until the end of this video for a special announcement. Okay, in case for whatever reason you completely forgot what happened in Infinity War, let me just give you a quick recap. Hulk met Thanos for the first time in what would have appeared to be an awesome smash session for the big green machine. Instead, Hulk was in for a rude awakening when the Mad Titan delivered an express delivery package of Z's with no signature required. Needless to say, the Hulk was defeated. Later in Infinity War, we saw that Hulk simply didn't want to come out anymore when Banner kept trying to call upon him. Many fans were under the assumption that Hulk didn't want to show up because he was afraid after that tail whooping he got from Thanos. Actually, that wasn't the case. Hulk didn't want to show up because for years, Banner had been using Hulk to only come out to fight and then suppress him back. Since Hulk didn't appreciate that, and he wanted his time in the sun too, Hulk simply refused to be a weapon that Banner can pull out whenever he wants. That classic internal struggle for control between Banner and the Hulk was the primary reason why Hulk didn't want to show up during those critical battle scenes in Avengers Infinity War. Now, the story behind that is a little bit deeper, and if you want more information on that, you can go check out my other video that goes into the explanation as to why Hulk really didn't show up in Infinity War. Now, according to the Endgame and Infinity War writer Stephen McFeely, there apparently was a plan to have Hulk fight Thanos again. He says, "The battle had all sorts of stuff in it. I don't know how long that battle is now, but it's not as long as you might think." The other Infinity War and Endgame writer, Christopher Marcus, said at San Diego Comic-Con, "We wrote Infinity War, we shot it, and then went on to shoot most of Endgame. And it was, Banner achieved union with the Hulk while inside the Hulkbuster, burst out and kicked Cull Obsidian's ass, and it didn't work." So in other words, we could have had the big mean Hulk that we've all known come out and possibly have another crack at the Mad Titan. However, as the writer said, it just wouldn't work. But why? Well, here's their answer. I know a lot of people were saying that they can't wait for the Hulk and Thanos rematch. Well, that would have made sense had he not become Smart Hulk. He's a whole different thing, and that's not what drives him. So we never thought, oh, he really is trying to get a crack at Thanos now. So for the writers, Smart Hulk was the main reason why we couldn't get our Hulk vs Thanos rematch. Keep in mind that the internal struggle between Hulk and Banner was a story arc that Marvel Studios has been trying to cover over the span of a number of MCU movies. We saw Banner controlling Hulk ever since the first Avengers movie. And then we saw Hulk get payback in Thor Ragnarok by locking Banner away for 2 years. And then the struggle for control continued in Infinity War. So the writers wanted to find a way to bring that struggle to some sort of conclusion, and that's why they came up with Smart Hulk. Personally, I didn't really care for how they went about it with Smart Hulk, even if it did have some comic book inspirations. If you want to hear more of my thoughts on the problem with Smart Hulk, you can check out my other video where I go into much more detail, where I explain why Marvel has let down the Hulk in the MCU. Moving on, the writers also felt like Hulk coming out before the Avengers suffered their devastating defeat would have been the wrong tone for that moment in Infinity War. They wanted to make the Smart Hulk angle work not only to match the emotional tone of Endgame, but to also complete the personal arc for Banner and Hulk. They go on to say, and it also meant that we could use the 5 years as the transition, hint that he's got problems coalescing, and in the 5 years he figures it out. You have a couple of lines about gamma radiation, and he's eating pancakes, and off you go. Alright, so keep in mind that Endgame had a completely different purpose than Infinity War. Infinity War was all about setting up the huge climax of 20 plus movies in the MCU. It was all about action and fighting, and then the bad guy actually winning. Then Endgame comes around and it's not about any of that. Endgame had a different tone and it was much more of a drama type of movie. It was an emotional film to deal with the aftermath of all that fighting. So for the writers, they didn't want to disrupt the tone of Infinity War by giving us, the audience, a win, so to speak, by having the Hulk jump out of the Hulkbuster armor and just go around smashing things. Now, I actually disagree with that because Infinity War does give us some mini wins throughout it. It would have been no different than how Thor came in and made his grand entrance with Stormbreaker on the battlefield. Having Hulk do something similar would have been one more thing to get fans even more excited at that critical point in the movie. Not to mention, if the goal was to subvert our expectations and have Thanos win anyway, having Hulk at least get one moment of shine would have helped in making the audience believe there was just a bit more hope left right before Thanos snatches it all away at the end. On the other hand, I do understand the corner the writers put themselves in with the Hulk. Let's imagine if Hulk did come out in Infinity War, yeah, he'd smash a few aliens and definitely make a nice difference during the Battle of Wakanda too. But what about when Thanos showed up and started beelining for the Mind Stone in Vision's head? There's nothing to suggest that Hulk would have had any better luck against a now even more powerful Thanos, who at that time had 5 of the 6 Infinity Stones at his disposal. Sure, the Hulk could get stronger the madder he gets, but let's not forget, Thanos is no regular being. He's an alien that comes from the similar lineage as the godlike beings, the Eternals. He's a much more experienced fighter than the Hulk, and he was able to defeat Hulk without even using the Power Stone in their first matchup. Even if Hulk, let's just say, got twice as mad and twice as strong, there's no way Hulk would have been able to go up against a fully focused Thanos who had all those Infinity Stones at his disposal. So as fans, do you think you would have been satisfied to see Hulk get whooped again? I think we would have been set up for yet another harsh disappointment if Hulk had tried to get his revenge during the battle in Wakanda. I'm interested in hearing your opinion on this though. How do you feel about the smart Hulk being the main reason why Hulk couldn't get his revenge on Thanos? I mean, are you satisfied with this reasoning about why Hulk couldn't get his revenge on Thanos? Personally, I think that the writers could have given him something, even if it was at the last battle scene in Endgame. Maybe Hulk could have thrown a rock at Thanos' face, or even with his messed up arm. I don't really know. Let me know in the comments if you have any other interesting ideas on how smart Hulk could have gotten his revenge against Thanos in Endgame. As I mentioned earlier, I do have a special announcement. I'm always appreciative to all of you who support my channel, so I'm going to be giving away a digital copy of Avengers Endgame to a lucky winner. All you have to do is be a subscriber of the channel, give this video a thumbs up, and in your comments include the word bombastic. That's slowly becoming one of my favorite words. I'll announce the winner in a future Marvel related video. Be sure to turn on the notifications by ringing that bell and stay tuned to my channel so you don't miss out. I'm also going to be running this contest across my other social media outlets, so if you want to increase your chances of winning a digital copy of Endgame, visit my Facebook fan page or my Instagram page to see how you can enter to win. Those other contests will end Friday, August 9th. Thank you so much for joining me today. I always appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I've got more videos and reviews to do for you all, and until next time, I'll see you all later.